Hi, today on Nat Chats, I want to talk about, with Scomo surprisingly staying, is the handbrake going to come off the Perth property market? Like everybody else, I believed the polls and was expecting that there was going to be a change of government on the weekend and that negative gearing and capital gains tax changes were going to be introduced to the market. And like everybody else, I was expecting the market to remain fickle and uncertain until such time as we saw those changes play out. Well, we all woke up on Sunday morning realising that that wasn't going to be the case. So with nothing essentially changing, and of course I'm not going to comment on the politics of that, is confidence now going to come back to the Perth market? It's a really interesting question. We had the Royal Commission, obviously all the lending clampdowns and the uncertainty that came out of that. We came straight out of the discussion and the debate on that, straight into the one on negative gearing. So the Perth market has lived under a cloud of uncertainty for the last couple of years, and all of a sudden that's been removed. We've also got two further pieces of news that came out this week that are really interesting. The first being that the Reserve Bank expects not just one but two interest rate cuts. Of course, that says some things about the performance of the overall economy that, again, I'm not going to get into, but it's probably not as good as what we were being sold during the election. And the second is that APRA, so the Australian Prudential Regulatory Authority, is going to be lifting the requirement for new borrowings to be assessed at an interest rate level of 7%. And instead, they're looking like giving banks the discretion to apply a 2% buffer themselves. And of course, with interest rates looking to fall, that is going to free up credit and stimulate more lending activity in the economy. So really interesting times ahead, and I'd like to think that there is going to be now confidence coming back to the market, and certainly there's lots of talk around the big end of town being hopeful about economic recovery locally as well. So let's see how it plays out. Are we going to be looking back at this week in a few months' time and going, that was the week that the market started to turn? If there's anything that you want in terms of advice in relation to buying and selling in your specific property and home, please give me a call. My number is 0405 812 273 and my email natalie@belcourtproperty.com.au. Have a great day.